This is one of those smartwatches that I feel I need to get the word out about. I feel that it's at risk of being severely underrated. This is the Vastking Fit M3, and there are a couple of reasons why I think this smartwatch stands out above the rest, or at least in its price category. So sit back and relax whilst we explore and review the Vastking Fit M3 smartwatch features. And of course we will do the usual heart rate and SpO2 accuracy test. Stay tuned. What's up guys, welcome back to Tech It Easy. Yet another smartwatch in for review today. This is the Vastking Fit M3. Before we do continue on with the review though, if you could quickly leave a cheeky like and subscribe to the channel if you find yourself enjoying the video, that would be awesome. Also check out the Discord server, and I have now set up channel memberships, so if you want to take it one step further and become a super fan, you can now do that. Now let's get straight into the unboxing. I said at the start the Vastking M3 stands out above all the rest of its competitors. There are a few reasons for that, and I will get onto those later on. The unboxing though is nice and simple, doesn't feel like I'm unboxing a cheap product here. First impressions are actually great. Inside we of course have the watch itself, then below deck we have the warranty cards and a charging puck. Very similar to the Realme Watch Pro 2 we reviewed recently. Also, another good thing to note is that the watch will work without an app. You don't actually need to connect it to your phone to get it to work. Those 2 points that make this smartwatch a little bit more desirable than other smartwatches in its category. Number one is build quality. It's actually a metal case and it just feels awesome. Better than any smartwatch at this price point I've tried out actually, and I can say that with some confidence. Second point is the screen. It's bright, punchy and crisp, making it very easy to read on the go. Other design features include a physical button on the side, very handy and a must-have in my book for smartwatches these days. Then we have a rubber wrist strap with steel buckles, really well put together, and considering where it sits in the smartwatch market, which is definitely at the budget end, it's really quite impressive. Now getting onto the watch features, it includes crucial health monitoring features such as sleep, heart rate and SpO2. Then it also comes with 8 different workout modes from what I could see. Now this is seriously lagging behind in comparison to a lot of other smartwatches, but as I always point out, they're not a terribly important feature to have. Speaking of SpO2 and heart rate, let's put on our medical grade O2 ring and see how the Vastking Fit M3 does in a heart rate and SpO2 accuracy test. Stay tuned. Okay, so first up is the heart rate accuracy test. Initial testing, it was way out. So I give it the benefit of the doubt, moved the watch further up my arm and tightened up the straps. After doing so, we were getting a little bit closer to what the O2 ring was displaying, but still pretty far out in comparison to other smartwatches I've tested recently. There was a few times where it was almost bang on, but then couldn't quite keep up with the O2 ring. Could of course be my fault for drinking too much coffee though. Next up, the SpO2 test. That went a lot better. Every now and then it did have a blip and produced a result which was way off from what the O2 ring was displaying, but generally it was pretty close and usually only 1% out, which is something I tend to see on almost every smartwatch I test, whether it be budget or flagship. So that was the accuracy test out the way, fairly average to be honest. It actually felt a lot like the Realme watch we reviewed the other week, very similar in terms of accuracy there, which is actually no bad thing considering the Realme watch is actually quite a bit more expensive. So I will go ahead and say exactly the same thing I said for the Realme watch, is that if you're a serious athlete, this watch is not for you. But if you're looking for general health monitoring, it'll be absolutely fine. It is accurate enough to give you a good idea of what's going on with your body throughout the day. Now the Vastking Fit M3 is starting to become a pretty standout budget smartwatch in its category, but it does have a few things that let it down a bit. The main one being the UI. I love the vibrant punchy colours, but it's just a bit slow. It actually feels slower than a PowerPoint presentation. I think they need to really tighten up those animations to help make everything flow and feel a bit more 2021. Aside from that though, there's also the touchscreen. Now I don't know whether it's just the way that the OS works, but I find it really hard to navigate. When I want to swipe, it ends up going into the application as if I'd tapped it, even when I try and be careful. This could become a problem for sports enthusiasts, so when you're out running and you want to quickly swipe onto the next page, it could be a little bit difficult and you may actually have to stop to sort your watch out. But those are my two main complaints about the watch. Everything else seems pretty well put together. So final verdict. I like it, I love the build quality. The metal finish is something I'd like to see more on other smartwatches, to be honest. There's also the super slim design and punchy screen, all great points. What does need work though is the UI and the touch response. Should you buy one though? Depending on your needs, yes. Again, if you're an athlete, this watch is just not for you. You need to go for something a little bit more expensive. But for the average Joe, for doing general health monitoring, this watch will be absolutely fine, and I think you'll be quite impressed with it. The Vastking Fit M3 is a really competitive smartwatch at this price point, so something to bear in mind when you are shopping about. So if you want a smartwatch that doesn't feel all plastic and horrible for less money, give this one a try. So that pretty much sums the Vastking Fit M3 up for today. Let me know in the comment section what you thought of the smartwatch. Is it for you, or would you prefer something a little bit higher up the food chain? Also, before we go, if you could consider leaving a cheeky like, subscribe to the channel and check out the Discord server to get involved with the conversation, that would be awesome. Also, please do check out the channel's memberships features if you want to stand out in the comment section. For now though, I've been Alex, thank you so much for watching, and remember, take it easy.